Have mercy on me, a sinner.
When you hear the name Metal Gear, you think of a slow-paced stealth game with massive cutscenes and heaps of dialogue. But add the words Rising and Revengeance, and what we are left with is an extremely fast-paced third-person hack-and-slash game. You play as Raiden, who was the main protagonist in Metal Gear Solid 2, and also made a brief cyborg appearance in Metal Gear Solid 4. Even though Rising is a Metal Gear spin-off, Raiden's past remains the same. The story, while somewhat easy to follow, has many different twists and turns. What starts off as a political attack turns into a story about child organ trafficking, then once again changes towards the end of the story. In true Metal Gear fashion, there are some long cutscenes and annoying phone call interruptions, but once you get used to it, the story is actually not too bad. If you had told me 4 years ago that there would be a hack and slash Metal Gear game, I would have spat at you and called you a liar. While I was skeptic on how it would work, I gave it a chance and I was not disappointed. Like I said before, the combat is very fast paced, and while it does seem like a button mashing game, you'd be awfully shocked to find out that there is a certain finesse needed to pull off incredible combos. To help make the fighting seem less button mashing and more skill based, they have added a handy but frustrating parry ability. Instead of having to press one parry button, you actually have to direct your parry in the direction that the attack is coming from. While this does take some practice and getting used to, it is well worth it in the end. Another form of attack is the blade mode. While holding down the left trigger, Raiden goes into an over-the-shoulder slow motion attack. This then gives you the freedom to use your right thumbstick to hack and slash them into literally hundreds of pieces. This blade mode is also used to help cut through fences and other obstacles throughout the game, and it never gets boring. Raiden's main weapon is his sword, but throughout the game you will unlock more tools to help you on your way. Each boss you defeat unlocks a new weapon, and after each level you get to spend your experience points on upgrades like new moves or weapon add-ons. The best feature of this game is its difficulty. Even on normal, I came up to parts that were incredibly frustrating, but at the same time very rewarding to pass. Because this game is so difficult, there is a lot of replay value. Each section of a level you complete, you get a letter rating. If you do bad, you get a D rating, and if you do really well, you get an S rating. Trying to get an S rating on every level is a task that will take many hours to accomplish, but at the same time, will not get boring. Keeping with the great trend that Metal Gear games have, Metal Gear Rising is incredibly beautiful and has tremendous voice acting and sound effects. However, this game is not without flaws. The camera angle will often be obstructed during combat, which can cause death. The stealth in the game is average at best, and like I mentioned before, the constant interruption of phone calls is frustrating. Overall, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance is a great game. The story is entertaining and has some friendly humour, the combat is fast paced but also very technical, and most importantly, they have added a cardboard box to help stealth past enemies. Even though the campaign is only around 5 hours long, there is still plenty of replay value. All things considered, I give this game a 9 out of 10.